Good morning, students. Let's start our English class. Today, we are going to start our second part of the chapter, The Sound of Music. Second part of it is the Sainai of Bismillah Khan. Think of the Sainai, and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding or a similar occasion or function. If you think about the most probably instrument that is played in wedding or similar occasion or similar like function, then the next probably be Ustad Bismillah Khan. Then the next image will be created in your mind of the Ustad Bismillah Khan who played Sehnai. Okay. The Sehnai maestro means directing the performance of. As usual, all the word meanings are written over here, and at last you will get all the word meanings pick and you will write them down in your notebook and learn them so that you can grasp the meaning. Let's see. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument. Emperor Aurangzeb banned of the playing a musical instrument that is called pungi, means he banned on playing the pungi. In the royal resistance of it had a shrill unpleasant. Why he banned it? Because it had a shrill unpleasant sound. It produced sharp, shrill means sharp, or unpleasant sound, unsuitable sound. That's why Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of musical instrument that is called pungi. Pungi became the generic name. Generic name means a name given to a class or group as a whole. Pungi became the generic name for reed aid. Reed aid means wind instruments which have reeds like the flute. Reeds means holes. Means an instrument uh, which have reed. Reed means hole. Noise makers. Okay. The pungi became the generic name for reed noise makers because it produced noise or shrill or unpleasant sound. That's why Aurangzeb banned on it. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. Means few people thought that it would one day be revived, means reawakened. That instrument pungi or like the same instrument pungi, it will be revived. It was thought by some of the people. A barber of a family of professional musician, means there is a barber who belongs to professional musician family who had SS means reach, who had reached or who reaches to the royal palace. Okay, means who reached to the royal palace. Decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. Why he went to the royal palace? To improve the tonal quality of pungi, the tone of pungi, because it was producing a hard sound. So now he wanted to improve it. That's why he went to palace. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem. So he took a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader. That pipe was longer than the pungi and broader means wide than the pungi. So he took a hollow stem that was longer and broader then the pungi, and made 7 holes, and in that stem he made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. On that pipe he made the 7 holes. When he played on it, closing and the opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sound were produced. So when he closed and opened some of these holes, soft and melodious means sweet sounds were produced. Okay. He played the instrument before royalty. So before the king in the palace, he played the instrument, and everyone was impressed. And everyone was impressed when they heard that melodious sound. The instrument so different from the pungi, or the everyone was, you know, happy by seeing such a different instrument from the pungi, because it was a longer one than the pungi and broader one than the pungi. Had to be given a new name. It had given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Sahaj chamber. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Sahaj chamber. It was first played in the Sahaj chamber and was played by a Nai, or it was played by Nai. Nai means barber. Then you may see the combination of both Saha Nai. Sahanai. That's why it is named Sehnai, okay? Because it was played in Sahaj chamber or it was played by Nai. The instrument was named in Sehnai. So that is the reason of getting the name named Sehnai. This is an image of Pungi, dear students, or that is an image of Sehnai. Sehnai is longer one than the Pungi, and Sehnai is broader one than the Pungi. Or the another thing is Sehnai produces sweet song or melodious sound than the Pungi. The sound of the Sehnai began to be considered, means it was considered auspicious. Auspicious means good fortune. It was considered good fortune, and for this reason it is still played in temples. Okay, why it was called good fortune? Because it used to be played in temples and is an indispensable, or it was an essential component. Component means elements. It was an essential element of any North Indian wedding. If you attend any North Indian wedding, so in that wedding the Senai used to be heard. This is what it is called good fortune. In the past, the Senai was part of Nobat. Okay, in the past means earlier it used to be a part of Nobat. Okay, or traditional ensemble. Ensemble means considered as a group. Okay, considered as a group. No means 9, Nobat. Earlier, the Senai was part of the Nobat or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found as royal courts. Okay, this 9 instrument or Nobat, it used to found at royal courts. Okay, till recently it was used only in temples and weddings, but now it was noticed only in the temples, only in the weddings, not in the royal courts. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage means who is the person who identified it as a classical level, okay, as a best instrument, goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. It was only Ustad Bismillah Khan who earned name and fame at the classical level. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda. So he used to play Gilli Danda when he was 5 years old. So now we are going through biography of Bismillah Khan. Near a pond in the ancient, he used to play near the pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao. So he used to play in the estate of the Dumrao near the pond in Bihar. Dumrav is in Bihar. So at Dumrav in Bihar, he used to play gilli danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrav. So he would regularly go to the nearly Bihariji. He would regularly go, means he used to go regularly to the nearby Bihariji, temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. So he used to go in that temple, Bihariji, to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. So he used to sing Bhojpuri Chaita song in Bihariji temple, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu, or at the end of that Bhojpuri Chaitya song, he used to receive a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg. It was weighted 1.25 kilogram. A prize given by the local Maharaja. It was a prize for him that was given by the local Maharaja. This happened 80 years ago. It is happened 80 years ago when he used to go Bihariji temple, and at the end of the Bhojpuri Chaitya song, he used to receive 1.25 kg laddu. So it was 80 years ago. And the little boy has traveled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, or at the same time he earned the civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, means he was awarded by the Bharat Ratna. Born on 21 March in 1916, means he was born on 21 March 1916. Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. So he belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was the Sainai Nawaz. So his father Rasul Baks Khan was the Sainai Nawaz of the Bhojpur king's court. His father Paigambar Baks and other paternal ancestors, means other ancestor of the father. Paternal ancestors means ancestor of the father, were also great Sainai players. Means his paternal ancestors were also great Sainai players. It was not only his grandfather Rasul Baks who used to play Sainai, who was known with the Sainai Nawaz of the Bhojpuri king's court. Okay. The young boy took to music early in life. He adopted music early in his life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house. When he was 3 years old, he was taken to his maternal uncle's house, to his mama's house. When he was 3 years old, in Banaras. He was taken in Banaras at his maternal uncle's house when he was 3 years old. Banaras nowadays it is called Varanasi. Bismillah was fascinated. Bismillah was attracted. Fascinated means attracted, watching his uncle's practice. Watching his uncle's practice on Sainai, he was attracted. Watching the Sainai. Soon, Bismillah started accompanying. Accompanying means to accompany. Soon Bismillah started to have the company his uncle. Means he used to visit along with his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Benares. He went to the Vishnu temple of Benares where Baks was employed to play the Senai, where the Baks was appointed to play the Senai. So he always used to go with him. He attracted in such a manner that wherever his maternal uncle go, he used to go along with him. Ali Baks would play the Senai and Bismillah would sit captivated. Captivated means enchanted. So when Ali Baks would play the Senai, Bismillah Khan or Bismillah ji would sit captivated. He used to keep on sitting. Enchanted means enslaved manner. Okay, for hours means he used to keep on sitting and watching Ali Baks for hours on end. On end means long time. He kept on watching him for a long time. In such a manner, he was enchanted or fascinated. Slowly, he started getting lessons, and slowly he started getting lessons in playing the instrument, how to play instrument, and would sit practicing throughout the day, and he started to practice throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangla Maya. For years to come, the temple of Balaji means he used to go at the temple of the Balaji and Mangla Maya, and he used to go at the place of Mangla Maya and the banks of Ganga, or he used to go at the edge of the Ganga or bank of the Ganga. Became the young apprentice so that he can become a newly learned man. Apprentice means newly learned or novice. Okay, novice means a person who newly learn. So for learning point of view, he used to go at the temple of Balaji, he used to go Mangla Maya, and he used to go at the bank of the Ganga. Favorite hunts went of Ganga, or all these three places are the favorite hunts for him. Favorite, places for him. Hunts means places where he could practice in solitude. Solitude means loneliness. Means these are the places where he may notice loneliness or solitude. The flowing waters of Ganga inspired him. Yes, he is inspired by the flowing of the pious Ganga to improvise. He was motivated to improve himself and invent ragas, or he was motivated to discover rags. Ragas means rag, invent means discover, that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Senai. It was earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Senai, but it was not impossible for Bismillah Khan. This is what these places, especially River Holy Ganga, was noticed to him as a solitude place or loneliness place where he used to improvise himself, where he used to invent rags. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied means he go along with, company with. At the age of the 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. Okay, so he went along with his uncle to the Allahabad musical conference. At the end of his rectical means act of reciting. At the end of the recitation, Ustad Fayyaz, Fayyaz Khan patted. So there was one of the greatest artist named Ustad Fayyaz Khan who patted the young boy's back. Who patted the young boy's back? Who is young boy over here? Bismillah Khan. Who patted Bismillah Khan's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it. You can do it. You can rock it. For rocking, you have to work hard. So do work hard. With the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1983, in 1938, All India Radio has been started in Lucknow. Came Bismillah's big break, or it was a very turning point to Bismillah Khan. Why it was a big break to Bismillah Khan? Because he soon became an often heard Sahnai player on radio, because it was heard on radio with the playing Sahnai. Okay, or it was heard Sahnai player on radio. That's why it was a big break for him, or it was a turning point for him. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet means welcome. He became the first Indian to welcome the nation with his Sahnai, means with playing Sahnai. So when India gained independence on 15th of August in 1947, so at the first time he was the good enough, or Bismillah Khan was only the person at the first time who greeted the nation with his Sahnai, with playing the Sahnai. He poured his heart, he dedicated wholeheartedly into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience, okay, which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Means in that audience, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was sitting over there, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. Later on, who delivered a speech on Tryst with Destiny. Okay. So dear students, we have completed half part of this second part. So another half part is remaining. We will complete it later on, and today you may go through all the word meanings. You will note down all the word meanings. I will send you a pic of that, and you will go through the chapter up to here, the seventh stanza, and see you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.